will re-energize our body, reinvigorate our minds, and reconnect with our souls. Take a deep breath. Just come centered with your intention for what the 45 minutes will be for you this morning or this evening, wherever you're from. Welcome. I want you to connect. Just feel your human, your body come back from all the distractions or where your mind might be wandering, and just start feeling into your presence where you are right now. Things to filter through, get that breath moving, your oxygen flowing. Just be present. Thank your human for time to unwind and also bring that energy up and outward. We're going to start with energy zesting, which is a way to align our energy within our bodies. As we know, we are all energy, we are all connected, and we're ever changing. And just so you know, this week's focus is on energy. It's always on energy. But now think about your core starting to come into this picture, and we're just going to tap across. This gets our circuits reconnected. Great thing to do first thing in the morning before you pop out the house. It's also good to do in the afternoon if you're feeling a slump, or maybe if you've got a meeting with some bunch of people, or you're trying to just clear your mind a little bit. It's a great thing to do. I'm going to tap. We're going to start right here, and there's no right way to tap. Somebody asked me, how do I tap right? It's like, well, isn't that how we do a lot about our lives? We're so afraid about doing it right, we oftentimes don't get to it. And then right here, just on that collarbone, feel that energy. Yes, yes, yes. And right here in your sternum, it's a great way to activate those white cells, get them moving around if you're feeling a little funky, your human's not operating 100%. All right, and right here, right, and first top rib. Kind of release. If you hear that crunching, that would be Bo having a snack. Actually, it's a T-R-E-A-T. Oh. Take your arms with a deep breath up and feel them all the way. Feel them, and I just let's the light right here on the top of our head get some of that breathing going. How was your week last week? Was it good? It was my birthday week, but I actually have a birthday month, so I'm still working that one and enjoying all the marvelous time with so many wonderful friends, and it makes for my heart to be filled with so many wonderful connections. And it makes me wonder why we don't reach out to people more regularly throughout the year. Interesting thought for myself. Go ahead, right in between those eyes. And down to your heart. So do me a favor, if there's any particular parts of your body that you're having some tenderness or uncomfortable or lack of range of motion or whatever, drop me a comment and I'll make sure and focus extra next week on that part of the body. I know my low back was crazy for a few weeks, and by stretching through it and moving through it, it's back to normal, whatever normal is, since we're always changing, right? Thumbs into your belly button. But it makes me realize that our bodies are like I said, we're energy, we're always changing, that to remember that nothing stays the same. So to think that just because we did a particular exercise, everything would always stay the same, it doesn't. And I think it's really hard. Right here, flip it over and you're right there in your power. This is your power. Power. Superpower, your magic. I have clients that think they can come in, they get stretched, once a week, and they think after 2 months or 2 minutes or whatever, it's like, okay, I'm fixed now, right? And I said, well, actually, no. Oftentimes our bodies, because they're not symmetrical, and use, injury, what have you, ends up, and you can just release them now. Palms down, rotate around your spine. What happens is, like, let's say your left knee hurts, well, your right hip is going to all compensate for it. So the wonderful thing is that our humans compensate, but the challenging thing is that then that creates stress within either the muscles or the fascia and tendons, ligaments. All of those things are so mobile, so movable. Now just sway it around the upper torso. So I'm happy to announce that next week we'll be in the park. It's supposed to be beautiful. So I'm looking forward to one of my favorite places along the river underneath a beautiful tree canopy. My feet get to be in the grass. It's a lovely, lovely experience. And now I want you to go ahead and do some infinity moves. And at the same time, you can add in a little bit of that lower body. So this is a very different type of energy right here. It's very fluid, but energy is fluid. Things to remember. Now, with a big breath, let's go grab some out of our heels, pull it up from the earth, swoosh it out, bring it up from the earth, and swoosh, and bring it up from the earth, and swoosh it. And now we're going to just pull up from their power, right? Just feel it all coming up. And then we're going to lock it in. And now you get to do the shimmy. If you can't get off your feet, you can still be here. But I want you to move your body, get it all, dancing through your day takes away a lot of the crunchies that come into our world based upon how we move about our lives. Now I'm going to just take it very easy, and we're going to relax a little bit through that neck. So instead of thinking about pushing your shoulders back, I want you to think about squeezing your shoulder blades together and pushing them down, which is so good for your shoulders. So we're here, so you want to think of pulling them together and then pushing them down. That opens your chest, your airway, and it's great for your posture. And that when our posture is lengthened, it gives so much more space for our organs to function properly. Drop it a little bit further. Ah, yes. And now easy to the back. Rolling it. Anybody else sound like snap, crackle, pop? Arms up. On the exhale, clasp them behind your neck. I'm going to take that deep breath, and we're going to tilt forward with our head as we bring our elbows towards one another. And I want you to also now to think about activating those leg muscles, squeezing that booty, feeling that core engaged. And feel where your feet are. Feel your balance. Feel your legs activating. You can release and contract. Feel that activation of your marvelous muscles. And try and tilt your head a little further forward. I'll take it through your upper back, along your spine. Come on up, open up wide, push your arms out. We're going to take the right one up to the head, just very lightly. The left hugs back, palm outward. And you're going to just take your little fingers and move your neck forward and to the right. You should feel it all the way down through your neck and into your shoulder blade. And of course, you're still feeling your tootsies. You're working in them. Release. And let's switch sides. And adjust that head, get all that, feel that nice, elongated oxygen flowing through it. Remember, where our attention goes, our energy flows. And that's true for all things. Right now, we're just focusing on it within here. But do listen to your voice. Do listen to that little person that talks in your head. And go ahead and release that down. How about the shoulders? Let's rotate them and then bring them forward. Clasp your hands behind your back, squeeze those shoulder blades together and push down. Right. There we go. So I said we would be talking about energy this week. So as I always say, I'm the CEO. That's the Chief Energy Officer. But I want you to think about you being the CEO, both the Chief Executive Officer and the Chief Energy Officer of your body. I've been listening to Sarah Longoria, is a woman I follow and done a lot of work with. And she talked this week about outsourcing, how we're outsourcing everything that about our human to other people, our feelings of happiness, success, all of those things, when actually we are the CEO of our bodies and we do control that, them, there, all of it. So we want to focus on not giving our energy away. Okay, slide them up to that reverse prayer. Once again, squeeze those shoulder blades together and down. See how I was forward? And that small, subtle adjustment. So you want to get them wherever they may be here. You know, you may be just walking up that space over time, but then when you do get to wherever you're focusing on, then you want to go ahead and do that drop, squeeze, or squeeze and drop. So giving your energy away. So we're all energy, and a lot of people say, Gina, how come you are so energetic? And I think there's a million things. I came wired that way. But one of the things is when we give our energy away to someone else in anger or in drama or in control or whatever that might be, then we don't have that energy to be vital and to be able to be present and to be able to create what we want in our own personal world. So just this week, think about energy management. You know, I come from an era where everything was about time management. We're going to learn about time management. And we're going to learn about time management. And we're going to do everything in 15-minute increments. La, 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 la. Let me be honest with you. When I used to negotiate documents, I was reading them at 7 a.m. in the morning because I was sharp and I was alert. I was not doing anything sharp and alert at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I had to learn the hard way how to manage my energy for what worked best for me. But what we're going to focus on this week is not giving our energy away. Okay? Now, you didn't think we were going to have to do this today, but we always do this one. Right up, left back, connect in the middle, and let's see where we're at. It will be fun to be back in the park next week. We have a lovely community that meets there, and it's been fun to see everybody's increased in range of motion. We've been in the park over 2 years now, so maybe 3. Anyway, it's been a lovely part of our community. Trying to increase attendance with local people. Those of you out of town, feel free to fly in. There's a marvelous little motel on the lake here in Lake Oswego that you could walk across the street to the park and join us. So the next time you're feeling anxious or antagonized or pissy or whatever the word might be, let's release and switch sides. Look at your energy. Look at if you're giving your energy away, and how maybe you could diffuse or let go or release, or maybe even postpone, agree just not to finish a conversation, so that energy isn't dispersed away from you. So that I would like you to journal on this week, just as it kind of comes to you. It's like, where am I? Or just be mindful of situations where you give your energy away, and oftentimes you'll find they're a very similar situation. And then get curious and poke it a little bit and say, wonder what silver linings in there, or what lesson might be there for me to be aware of. And just be curious with it. Just be curious. And shake that out. Now I want you to shake your hand. Just shake. Feel that energy just kind of swirling around your body. Yeah? Just shake it. Bring it back up. Now sprinkle some love. And now some big circles. Some big circles just flowing around. Just, yeah. And open your chest even further. And now take them up, clasp them up, and stretch and elongate. I want you to just slightly arch your back and open it up. Beautiful time to think about your balance, right? Can you get on your tippy toes? Or can you pull your toes back? It's really different when you're in a different center. So feel a little bit with that. Take it to the right. Using that core, take it to the left. Now what I want you to do is I want you to put your feet a little bit further apart, and your hands are going to just be by your sides. We're going to do a full, soft knees, a full body roll all the way around. You're going to feel your hamstrings when you get there. And then I want you to go ahead and stretch. And now you're going to go in the opposite direction. A full body roll. How's that feeling? All right, let's go to the right. And then I want one to the left. Yes, now I want you to put your arms up, goalpost, and squeeze them back, shoulder blades back. See what you can do here. Now they're going to take them down. Where's your range of motion? My right shoulder is rotated much further forward than my left. This is the perfect thing to do along the wall, your back along the wall, and you can see how far. And you can see the progress you make over time to open that up. Excellent. And since we're here, I'm just going to go ahead and have you straight down, put your booty back there, and I'm going to have you squat. See how far you can just drop it. Drop it. You want to feel your feet nice and secure on the floor. And your core's working, quads are working. Everybody's having a little party here together. Oh yeah. Feeling good? Like you knew we would. Now just go ahead and stretch those legs long, feeling your hamstrings. So you're going to straighten those legs. You're going to open that low back. And you're going to focus on the back of the leg, the hamstring. Drop your head. You can go, you can fold up. Whatever works. Nice. Static stretch. Go ahead and go back into that squat. Drop it as far as you can, opening up. Working the pelvic floor. Feeling the IT bands, the hip flexors. And of course the quads are pumping. How are you feeling? Good, good, good? Now go ahead right up into the hamstrings. Yes, yes, yes. And since we're here, we're going to take our right leg out and we're going to sit back. So you want to pull back. You want to feel that inner thigh on your right leg. Of course, your quad's still pumping. But as you lean into it and pull back, you're going to feel your adductor. And that's what we're going for. Ooh, yeah. Get that puppy loosened up. Put some focus and attention there. Get some energy flowing. And let's switch sides. Adjust. Make sure you sit back. Feel it all along there. And this is not a push-up. You can just be right here. Be mindful of your core. All right. Bring your feet in just a little bit. And I want to do a flat back. Your knees are slightly soft. You're going to bring your arms forward. A flat back. I want to see the top of your head. Engage that core. Feels good. Now I want you to bring it up, all the way up. Straight, straight, straight. Extend legs. Feel the energy in your hands. Drop the shoulder blades. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and go down to the floor. So, right on down. Come with me. Slide down. And we're going to go ahead with a nice, easy diamond right there. Flat back. You're opening it up right here. And I want you to push your low back through. Lengthen your neck. I want you to be focusing on when you're, your breath work, when you're breathing consciously, conscious breathing, which is very seldom, that there's an airway and it comes through your throat, all the way behind your eyes and up. So there's this hole right here down from wherever we have our superpower. There's that whole breathway. And to keep it open and unobstructed. So just kind of think of that movement, that flow. As I always say, go in flow. You should be feeling that low back, releasing, releasing. All good. All good. We're going to take our right leg over our left. We're going to sit up tall. We're going to look over our right shoulder. And we're going to basically, we're opening up our IT bands. Be cautious if you're feeling it in the front, right there. That's your hip flexor, and you maybe don't want your foot back as far or opened as far. I find that if I kind of open it down like this, I really get that stretch right in here, which is what we're looking for. Don't really want to be tight in your hip flexor. Lift up tall, lift over that shoulder. We are activating the vagus nerve, which puts you into that rest and relaxed state. Great thing to do to take you out of the frenetic, energetic fear or flight mode. And this is a great time to be observing your breath in that nice breath way, that breath space, just through your body. Just learning to be comfortable with your conscious breathing. Oh, the squirrels are playing a game on the roof. We're getting a storm coming in here. We're getting atmospheric river. How special. We're supposed to get a month's worth of rain in the next 24 hours. Stay tuned. Lift tall. Okay, I want you to face forward. I want you to put that pinky toe on the floor as you fold forward. Open up your spine. Drop your head. Feel those IT bands release. They're going from your hip to your knee. Bring it on up. Let's switch sides. You want to try and put the left foot flat if you can. Sitting up tall, looking over that left shoulder. Just sitting here gazing at my orchids, which I love so much. They bring me lots of joy. And the roses are blooming out in the garden. Facing front, pinky toe on the floor, and fold forwards, dropping your head. Feeling everything release. Breathe into it. Go ahead and roll it on down on your back. Bring your knees to your chest and nice and easy, release that low back, round it around, back and forth, whichever is the most comfortable for you. to just release it. Now go ahead and put your feet on the floor. You're going to put the soles of your feet together and open up doing a butterfly. And your arms are going to sweep up and overhead. You can either leave them shoulder width apart or you can clasp them. I want you to think about releasing that low back, releasing your inner thigh, and your body just opening up. Feel that airway open, expansion with your oxygen in through from your power all the way through your throat and out. Go ahead and release your arms, bring them down, bring your knees together. Take the right over the left, arms at the side, and now you're going to take your legs to the right and you're going to look to the left. Oh, perfect. Feel that in your hip, feel that up through your back on the left side. And take a deep breath and see if you can open it just a bit further. And that subtle move, sometimes the muscles grab and then all of a sudden, boop, they let go. Come back neutral. Let's switch sides. Left over the right, take them to the left. Take a look at the right. And open, 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 yes. Breathe through it, see if it can pop, not pop. See if it can just open a little more. We don't want anything to pop, that wasn't the idea. And breathe. Bring it neutral. Perfect. And go ahead and dig your heels into the floor and push that low back. We're not really doing a bridge. We're just pushing our low back in, taking our belly button, we're sliding it up and then back into the spine and focusing really on the pelvis, opening it up. Keeping your upper torso nice and relaxed. So straighten your legs out. Take your left leg crossed your knee. Feel it open there. Then I want you to take your arms to the right and then open it all the way. And then bring that knee further down towards the floor. So your left knee is going towards the floor. And bring it back, straighten your left, take the right, towards the floor. Well, it started raining, so we're on schedule. We're on schedule for the rainful day. Back neutral, go ahead and extend those legs overhead. I want you to rotate your feet outwards, releasing any tension. Be kind to those little feet. They carry us through the world and inward. Breathing with it. And now I want you to flex, straighten those legs and flex. You're going to feel it all the way, hamstrings, calf, and Achilles. And then as we point, you want to point really hard so you can actually feel the shin. Work through the shin and the top of the foot, top of the ankle, right there. And then push the energy out the heels. The closer it is to your body, the more hamstring you'll feel. And then point, 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 point. And we're going to do just a little bit of core work. I want you to gauge that core and think about upper torso is relaxed. We're just going to go slowly lowering our legs, releasing the tension in the torso, engaging that core, feeling it working. We're almost there. We did it. Go ahead. Fingertips behind your knees. Roll it on up. So for a minute here, I think we'll get on our hands and knees. And I want you to put your toes together, your knees out. I want you to slide down as far as you can. Everybody has a different level of range of motions. I call it the frog. I'm sure it has another name. Just once again, opening up, flat back, breathing with it. So do focus on energy this week. Energy, energy, energy. And where are you giving away your energy? And then just be curious about it. Be curious with it. I had a big aha moment this week about a place I'd been giving my energy away. And it was a very interesting, introspective type of thing, but it brought me a lot of clarity. So I was pleased to, I wouldn't say excited, but the end result was great. So now what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and do an actual child's pose. We might bring your knees in a little further, depending on what works for you. Putting your chest on the floor, expanding it, opening it. If you feel like it, take those arms into a V. Open that space between your shoulder blades. Bring your hands back under your shoulders. Come on up. Bring your knees together a little further. And we're going to go arch through. Looking up. Arching out back. Nice deep breath. Exhaling, and you're going to round it. So you're going to pull the belly button towards the spine. Release that low back and look through your feet, through your legs, to your tootsies. Drop your head. Inhale. Arch through. And round through. And go ahead and come on up you're on your knees. And I want you to just lean back so you're releasing, tightening. You're feeling your quads. Put your hip flexors right there. Just drop your shoulders. Right there, feeling it. Nice release. Now what I want you to do is go back on your hands, and I want you to take your right arm underneath your left. Take it down across. Now I want you to bring it through and open up to the sky. Deep breath. Take it underneath and through. Now let's take it up into the sky. Switch sides. The left goes under, towards your shoulder to the floor. Then open it all the way up to the sky. So good for our shoulders. Take it down, shoulder towards the floor. Open it up all the way. And one more, through. And open. Go ahead and sit comfortably. Whatever's comfortable for you. Just lift up that body and breathe comfortably. We're going to do just a little breath work now, what I love so much. And I'll just keep us in this space. So throughout the week, I highly encourage you to take a moment, and really, even if it's just a minute of conscious breathing, it really equalizes our nervous system, probably everything else that you can think about. It gets the organs all connected and talking again. You know, probably 99% of our breathing is subconscious, shallow, and it doesn't really get through. So think about that channel that we talked about, that breath channel, just opening it up. Minute of conscious breathing brings stress down, blood pressure down, all of the things that are wonderfully healthy for our humans. So we're going to do, what are we going to do today? We're going to box breathe today. So we're going to inhale up. We start with a big full belly. Inhale through the nose for 4. Hold it for 4. Then we're going to exhale through the mouth while pushing the belly flat. So it's 4 up through the nose, 4 holds, 4 out through the mouth, 4 holds. Let's do a couple together. So nice big fat Buddha belly. Inhale up for 4. Exhale. Inhale up for 4. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Close your eyes if you'd like to. Big Buddha belly. Inhale through the nose. 4. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Do some patterns at your own pace. Just come back to your regular breath. Roll your shoulders back a little bit. Give yourself a great big hug, thanking yourself for spending this time to breathe and connect and stretch and strengthen and lengthen that beautiful human of yours. Thank you for joining me. I am Gina Bieland, the creator, founder, and chief energy officer right here at Strength, Stretch, and Shine, where all things are about flexibility, balance, and strength for our mind, our bodies, and our souls. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button. Let me know. If you would like to become a part of our community, I would love if you would just subscribe. And if you turn on your notifications, they're either here or here, that way you'll get a notification when I go live. So I think that's something that I appreciate it because I follow a few people and then I know when they're live or I know when there's new content available. So this week, do me a favor and see where you're having energy leaks. See where you're giving away your energy and your power. Get curious, write about it, think about it, just be in that space. Know that I love each and every one of you, and until next time, be flexible.